Now, the next thing we are going to talk about is what I said today. The business lies on two things: customer experience, and the second thing is employee engagement. What is employee engagement? What is employee engagement? When we are talking about employee engagement, the first thought that comes to my mind is about 25 or 30 years ago, what I heard: employee engagement. You know, to explain employee engagement, that was the example that was seen and given. Who went to the moon first? Who went to the moon first? You know, man landed on the moon. 1969, 20th July. Neil Armstrong. It's coming from where? US, America. So Americans, they are the ones who went to the moon first. How did they go there? By mind or by body? First, come on. Mind. They had a vision. John F. Kennedy, when he was being appointed, he said in 1961, he said that this decade is going to be crucial for the mankind. During this decade, we must send a man to the moon and must get him back home safe. So the first man who is going to land on the moon is going to be none other than an American. That's the vision during this decade. What happened thereafter? After a couple of months' time, he went to NASA Center. You know, NASA Center is so unique for two things. Number one, under one roof, you find most number of intellectuals are working. If you take NASA Center, you find about 2,400 intellectuals are working. And out of them, even I can be proud, 263 are Sri Lankans. Is it great? Yeah. Right. So, NASA Center, under one roof, so many intellectuals are working. Number two, that is the single story tallest building in the world. Single story tallest building in the world. Why? You find many intellectuals are working inside, so there got to be room for their brains to expand. So probably could be that, therefore they had put the roof at the highest position. Now then, having said this, that we have a dream, we have a vision to send an American to the moon during the next decade. After a couple of months' time, John F. Kennedy went to NASA Center. He found a man mopping the floor. He just asked that guy, giving a tap on his back, and said, "Hey, what are you doing?" He said, "Sir, whatever the way that I could contribute to send an American to the moon and get him back home safe, that's what I'm doing. Whatever the way that I could contribute to send an American to the moon and get him back home safe, that's what I'm doing." Is it great? And he never said the type of job that he was doing there. "Sir, I'm mopping the floor and keeping it clean, otherwise if you make a complaint, I'm going to lose the job." That's a very narrow way of looking at your job. But he also had that big picture in his mind. So means that he was involved with that. Will you agree? Isn't it? Aha. So, emotional and intellectual involvement in a unique value creation. That guy who was mopping the floor, he was emotionally and intellectually involved in creating a unique value, or emotional and intellectual involvement in a unique value creation. That is so-called employee engagement. Now let me give you a story here.